And we're live. Hello, everybody. Haven't been on for a couple of days. It's great to be on here. Great to see you. I'm going to wait for some of you to show up before we start going any further, but felt compelled to just come on. I was like, shall I go to the garden? Shall we do it in here? And then I thought we'll do like a multicast here. That'll be amazing, and just connect with you all. Hello, Sam. Hey, Sam, how are you? And Christy, a big hello to you both for popping on here. Let me know which page that you're coming in from, because it's just saying from Facebook at the moment. So, but we're streaming to the Supernatural page, we're streaming to YouTube, and we're streaming to both my Facebook pages as well. Norma, hello, how are you? And Sandy's here too. Many blessings to you, sweetheart. Hope that you've had a really, really productive couple of days. Sammy Wood's here as well. Good. I'm glad that you're good, Sam. That's good. Nicole as well. Hi, Nicole. How are you, sweetheart? And Yvonne, it's good to see you again too. It's been very quiet, hasn't it? I think it's been a couple of weeks of some major energy shifting, and I'm definitely having a bad hair day today. It will not do what it's told. Anybody would think it was the full moon coming up this week. Don't you think? Sharon's on as well. Hi, Sharon. Good afternoon as well. I saw you'd written a wee ray of sunshine on here as well. I tried to bring the sun when the sun's not here. Although I've got to say, Chantel as well. Chantel, Claire, good to have you on here. A big hug to you as well. We've got Ghosties. So Sam, you're from the Supernatural page, are you? Reese Kelly, hello, Reese. I'm watching from your Facebook page, not your personal one. Thank you so much for letting me know, Yvonne. Well, I asked Claire if she wanted to come on, and she says, I'm in PJs. So she is, and she's waiting for a client. So Claire won't be joining me. That's fine. John, if you're there, you're very welcome. Pauline Wheat is on. Hello, sweetheart, to you as well. I'm doing great, actually. Feeling a bit better. I had a couple of rough days there where cough came back and I was a bit chesty and stuff. And you know what it's like. It's just more effort, isn't it? Just to keep going. Kripat, your wedding anniversary. Congratulations. How many years it been? That's definitely something to celebrate. Doesn't matter. Come on. Are you talking about the hair? Or are you talking about the wedding anniversary? That's what I want. Good afternoon, Pat. Hello to you as well. Do you know, I was on a call before, and I'll to a very, very wonderful lady who said, look what she sent me in the post. I have got the most amazing gift. Look at this. Look. It arrived like that, all in sort of herbal paper and everything. And she's gifted me a set of tarot cards. Let me see. Tarot of the Old Path. Very fascinating. She, a very creative woman, so she is. She's made me this little butterfly for material to hang up. Some feathers for my saging. All right, as well. And she sent me this card. It's really weird because years ago, my mum sent me the same card and I framed it, all right, because I loved it so much, but she wouldn't know that. And she's probably just discovering when she's coming on. Made me a gorgeous shell. She's so creative. I've also got some gorgeous herbs here as well. We have a butterfly. We've got herbal teas. And I tell you what else fascinating is she sent me some bones. All right, so further on down the line, we're going to do some readings with these things, all right, which is probably some of you out there will be like, oh my God, I'm like, that's a bit creepy doing it with bones. You can do it with blood, she says, the witchy side saying that, or we can do it with eggs, and I think we'll be sticking to that one if you don't mind. All right, always did think eggs were a bit funny to eat. And because it tastes like eating blood to me, but the idea of using the bones of the blood to do reading, that's maybe just a little bit too far. What do you reckon? So I've had a great day opening this, and I have had some great communication with clients earlier on. I know it is so cool, isn't it? Sharon said, Lara, I got my tarot cards out yesterday. I was practicing on myself and I got messaged. Wow, Sharon, yes, that sounds amazing. I think there's probably a few of you on there who would probably love to do a class. Claire and I are talking about doing like a psychic academy, a psychic school. Maybe we could talk John into it as well, but and do it like a theatre thing as well, where we're actually teaching everybody collectively. If it's something you'd love to do, let me know. If you'd love to learn how to use the cards, how to connect as a medium, let us know what interests you. Right, let's say a quick hello to some people that join us. Bernadette Taylor. Hi, Bernadette. Wow, Chantel, your weight loss is moving now. Half a stone. Yes. Very, very well done. All right. Very thrilled with you, Chantel. When we move the shit in our life, we shift the weight. Oh, there's John. Hey, John. John boy is here. Spratty is here. Yes, I'm very good, actually. I took a couple of days out, so I did. Actually, was really busy with clients, John. You're very welcome to join me if you want, but I know that you've got the kids around just now. No pressure, and we've got our spiritual event coming up very soon anyway, John. So what can I say? Message me in the private group anyway, John, and see how you're fixed. If I don't hear from you, don't worry about it. Can you see if Mum comes through? We will get to that just shortly. All right, Sandy, I've taken your advice and created... Sandy, really, I am so proud of you. Very well done. All right, because it's quite an effort in our creative zone, in that grey part, right, in the spiritual part, right. It's hard to orchestrate getting up and doing stuff. All right, it's hard to actually. Go on then, Claire. I don't know. I mean, Lara. I was going to say, John, who are you talking to here? Right, let's get a code. Guys, hang on a jiff. I'm going to send John a code and see if he wants to pop on for a wee chat. All right. So we could have a little bit more fun and hilarity going on here. Right, here we go. Here we go. Right, John, get the jammers off and come on and come and join us. There we go. All right, Sandy, I'm so proud of you. It is tough, like I was saying before, to try and orchestrate getting logical stuff done, is I want to say. Yeah, getting logical stuff done. Sarah Jordan would love that. That's good, Sarah. Very good. Thank you. And guys, thanks for I haven't even asked for shares, but huggies to you and Ben, says Steve. Thank you, Steve. How did you know I was with Ben? There you go. There's a sign. Do you know him anyway? Great. Oh, Steve. Yeah, I know who you are now. Yeah, I will give him a big hug. I'm sure he'll be more than delighted with that fact as well. Let me tell you. Oh, here he is. Steve Heather says huggies to you and Ben.
Oh, cool, man. Hey,
do you know him?
It's Heather.
Oh, it's Heather.
Yeah, from France. Yeah.
Oh, stupid me. We got the Heather. And he gives me... John's just about to come on as well. Claire declined. She's still in her PJs. But
Okay.
Yep, here we go. John is coming. John, what are we seeing? What the hell? Looked like a pole there. Was it a table leg or something? Was it? I know.
It's the light pole for the light at the back here, but I don't know why the camera was facing it. I'm like, what is that on the screen? What's
Even
that?
you were puzzled. That's right. Yeah, you mean you might have silver hair now, but I mean that's just you changed a lot since last time. You're now a pole, a silver pole.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm skinny, but gee whiz, we're kind of scraping the barrel.
Oh, geez, I know. How has the last few days been with you, John? How are you doing?
I'm going to be honest, folks, and Lara. People are just annoying me.
Oh, are they? Oh, no. It's got to that stage, is it? Whites of the eyes and...
Yeah. Do you know what? Yeah. I mean, even I went to the shop the other day and the woman in the till, bless her wee heart, said, "Hi, John." And I just looked at her as if to say, "Didn't talk to me, love."
So you really are that bad? Like, really, it's like an intrusion into your space when somebody's talking to you?
Yeah, I'm all right now. It was just the last couple of days. I just thought I cannot be bothered with anybody. I haven't even been on Facebook because the thought of seeing somebody's post was just like, oh, it means I've got to interact with them. I've got to hit the like button.
That's true. You've got to hit the like button. And you've certainly got a lot of people on here. I don't know if you've got the comments up in yours, but Sharon saying hi, Christy, hi, John, Tanya, hi, John, Yvonne, Kerry, Norma, Mary and Emily Heaven are on. They're all saying hello to you. So they are.
They're all, yeah. I'm fine now. I'm happy to talk to people now. It was just yesterday and the other day. I thought I just can't be bothered with anybody.
I felt like that, I've got to say, from about Saturday, Sunday, for being post-full moon. Chantel saying that's her as well. She's entirely body swerving everybody at the moment.
That's it.
Hating people.
Even my kids are trying to avoid them.
Yeah, well, do you know, that's your energy's taking it's just too much, isn't it? I'm trying to say to people beforehand, like all you guys beforehand, that when we're in that, we're a sensitive, highly sensitive being, right? we get overloaded, don't we, really quite, you know, at a certain point. And our system, I don't know if you're like me, John, but just do not try and negotiate with me when I'm in that place, right? It's not going to end well.
I'm like, you're best to just hide from me. Just don't even talk. Don't even ask how I am when I'm in that mood.
Exactly. So any question is the system is seeing as a demand, all right? But it's got to output, and it needs to have a release. You've got to release. It's like a buildup of electrical energy as well within you, John. Because you're running around, not like me, you're running around after lots of little, like 2 little children as well, you know, with constant noise all the time. That's wearing.
24 hours a day. All of these people that are on Facebook at this moment that live in England and they're actually getting out. I am jealous because, see, in Scotland, nothing has changed. We are still locked in. You do not go outside. You do not pass go. You do not collect $200.
I know. We don't collect it anyway.
What
but
is that? 8 weeks now I've been stuck inside with a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. Well, all of a sudden a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, should I say. It's a bit much.
We have to steer clear of John, then you're about to go, basically like explosive.
I need to clean my glasses. I can't see a thing.
They're steaming up, John. All that energy's coming out your eyes, you know, like the sparks.
Oh my God, I've made them worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can tell it's going to be one of these. Anna Maria, good morning to you as well. You're saying good morning, and it's like 3 o'clock over here, like where we are. So tell us where you are. Crippy said she'd rather be inside, honestly. I don't think it's safe. So basically, because they're down in England, right? Michelle, a big hello to you as well. Wales still in lockdown. You see, I was telling Ben that because his dad's down in Wales, that when I looked at the map, right, it's only England, and the only stipulation is if you can get to work, then you have to go. But if not, you're still to stay home. But Scotland, Wales, Ireland, I think we're still like clamped right down.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are still, don't move, don't go outside. You go outside, we're going to find you.
We're going to find you, Tanya. That's me all over with my 14-year-old daughter. We're like cat and dog, right? So basically, they're turning on each other, John. They're turning on each other.
my 2 boys have been watching Jurassic Park. They're obsessed with dinosaurs, so I introduced them to Jurassic Park. And they have now decided that they are characters from Jurassic Park. So they've gave themselves names. They're called Owen and something else. And they keep coming to me, and I'll go, right, Ethan. And he'll go, I'm not Ethan, I'm Owen. And I'm like, right, Owen. And he'll go to me, and what's your name? I'm like, I'm Hannibal Lecter, and if you didn't run, I'm going to eat you.
My God, you're turning on a knife edge, John. Look at that. Any excuse, babe.
I'm like, if you come back later on tonight, I might be Freddy Krueger.
That's right. You could be, I think. I'm starting to. But listen, John, unlike us females here, you're a guy. Guys need to be physical, right? Otherwise, it messes with the old brain chemistry. You know, this is a real thing. I totally hear you. Right, we've got a bigger house here. We don't have the young kids, you know, like you running around stuff. But every about 2 or 3 days, seriously moody, right? And I'm there, and I'm like, just because I know what's going on, I'm trying to say, why don't you go out and cut the grass, darling? You know, that sort of thing. It's not going down well. Guess what? The lawnmower broke, right?
Erin was telling me to do that. It was yesterday. But how do you just go and cut the grass? I was like, what's the point? Is somebody going to wait to come and dig it up? We'll get an artificial grass put in at the end of the week.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
then we're talking about
cutting the grass.
I'm not cutting the grass.
You see, did you hear that? I'm not cutting the grass. And we were just laughing about the fact that
I'll cut the grass down. I'm on that.
Pay someone to do it.
Yeah.
Manana.
It says. But there's no point in going to cut the grass, right, just for it to be dug up. That just doesn't make sense. That's not rational at all.
Yeah. So I've not cut any grass. I'm not even going to look at it.
No, because it's going anyways. It's died. It's like going. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
See you later.
I mean, I was going to go inside and take number 2.
Exactly. What's it? Shancy Monopoly, don't pass go and don't collect £200. We're all stuck in. It's the biggest game of Monopoly that we're ever in, Sharon. You're absolutely right. Right, only I want to play Cluedo or Who Done It or
Oh,
something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
It was Spratty with a rope in the toilet.
Ooh, right, guys, please send Spratty lots of love. He's needing it right now. He is so needing it. But listen, speaking of games, right? I couldn't help myself, John. Right, so
Ooh.
no, on eBay. I know this is more like it, isn't it? I know.
Now we're in a better chat.
Now let's get the boards out. Let's get the boards out. Okay. Marat, a big hello to you as well, sweetheart. Good to see you on here. Uh-oh. We've got my son calling me now and I'm on a live. Hang on a wee minute. Not now. Not now.
Not now. Oh my God. How come
it's not coming up my phone?
I could play too.
Hang on a minute.
Just 2 minutes, everybody. Lara is texting, as you could see. And for those that have just joined in, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're having a Ouija board show off. Oh, yeah.
We are having it's event. Oh, look at yours.
A Ouija show off.
Better. Wow. So is that the one that was made?
No, this one's not made. This one was bought on eBay. The ones that are made are the big, massive wooden ones that are here.
Yeah, you see, now that's impressive. And it's bigger than the ones that we're buying.
Oh, yeah, this one's huge. This is about...
I like it, John. We need to have boards like that.
This is about 2.5 foot long. This one.
That's more like it. I was sitting in the bed. See when this arrived, right? Look. Now, it's like the little brother to the one that you've got. Right? So I've got... And they're glow in the dark, so you leave them under the light, right, for half an hour.
I like the planchette, though. The planchette looks nice.
But listen, John, right? It's not meant to be nice. Stop it. It's meant to be like, it's not very flowing.
Yeah, but see when you're using it, okay,
yeah.
The planchette will lift up ever so slightly off. It's like it hovers. So it's going to glide more, so it won't be as noisy as what it sounds now. Because I always find when I do a Ouija board session, everybody has their fingers on, and it's like whatever you're using, so if it's a planchette or a glass, to me it feels like once the energy builds up, it lifts up ever so slightly to like a hover.
Right there, yep. Okay. Oh, I'll feel better about it now. But basically, I got it. I went like that, and I just chucked it back in the box, and that was safe. What do you use? It's good. Wooden board. What do you use for that? Do you use a glass, or have you got a planchette that?
We use planchettes on the wooden ones, but sometimes we use a glass. It just depends what mood I'm in. I've actually used a coin before, a big old coin from back in like the war times. It's about that size.
Amazing.
So we've used that before. Yeah, just use whatever. Might try it with a tea leaf cup one day.
Well, we had great feedback from the teacup thing last week. They loved it, so they did. And I think that's why I've moved on to the Ouija board this week. Next week it'll be something else. That's right. And John will get a chance to get his 463 sets of cards out.
I've got another set coming.
Have you? What have you got?
I don't even know what they are. They're from America, and they were like carnival sort of style. So it's like got clowns and acrobat people on them. So I liked them, so I've decided to buy them. I'm a hoarder of tarot cards. I can't help myself.
Well, what can I say? Well, at least we're all collectors or something. Okay, aren't we, darling? Ben's just come in, and I'm saying we're talking about collecting followers on Twitter because his followers have gone right up. So I said, "Oh, you're collecting, right?" John collects cards. He's ordered another set.
Has he?
Show Ben your board, that you please. That's a homemade board.
Oh,
his wife did it. Yeah.
How does she? Oh, that's really good,
isn't it? It's 2 foot. What size is it, John?
It's just over 2.5 foot long.
Wow.
That's more like it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what we got on. That's really good.
I was showing him, that when we're having a laugh, but he says the planchet's great, and he said that when you're doing it, right, with the energy in it, it doesn't make that sound. It's raised a little bit.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is good. So that's good. And this is the other one. Oh,
that's nice.
This one's got like quite a grit to it. And I always thought, when I'm using that, that's going to be really noisy. But it's not. When we get a glass on it or a planchette, it's really soft.
John, how often are you using it? Do you use it frequently, or
he collects them.
He's
He's collecting.
I do. This one's well used. I mean, it's all coming apart in bits. The bigger ones are used more on public events. So if I do like a seance night, we'll bring the bigger ones because you could fit more people around it. But they haven't been used since lockdown. Actually, they've not been used at all.
Well, we're sort of gunning towards doing an actual virtual seance, aren't we?
Yeah.
Which is going to be great, isn't it? The virtual seance, right? That'll be interesting to see if we could all do a joint one, virtually on there. How we would work that out as well, right?
Yeah,
in different locations.
Yeah.
It's a bit like Most Haunted Next Generation.
Yeah.
That's it. He's a way to rinse his mouth out now. I know.
Yeah.
But John's bought another set of cards as well, and I got a gift box. Right, sent to me from a lovely lady who comes on the lives and stuff, and is a client and what have you. She sent me another set. Look at the cards. You got that set, Tarot of the Old Path. Have you got that one? Oh shit, you got that one. Right, here we go.
You do actually.
Do you? I don't. Oh god.
Oh, I got these ones the other day.
Oh, let me see.
Forgot. I got a pack the other day as well. These are called.
Switch the subtitles off of these, by the way. Somebody's saying that we can't see. Can you switch the subtitles off for everybody? I think when we're talking, it must be typing it up, but we don't see that, unfortunately.
Jesus God, Facebook isn't trying to subtitle me, are they?
They're subtitling us, and I must be somewhere. Shall I press the having issues and see what happens?
So I'm going to tell you now. Alexa doesn't even pick up my Scottish accent. How the heck is Facebook picking up what I'm saying it? But yes, you can turn off the subtitles. See in the video. Let me see if I could open it and I'll show you.
That's right. It must be to do with people's screens, isn't it? So they can switch it on in their own face, off in their own page, right?
I don't have them turned on. But when you touch your screen, there's normally like a subtitle button that comes up that you could then just push off on.
Right. So yeah.
But I don't have mine turned on, so I can't see them, and I don't know how to turn it off when it's on.
Okay, so if you go onto the video, right, so if I click on that, right, just to show everybody, most people can see us, but the people with the subtitles, that's right. So we've got the subtitles, we click it on the, I'm going to turn the volume down here, right, so then you go to that, you go to the wee dots, don't you? No, you don't?
Yeah. It must just be on a certain page that you have them turned on. Is it on? Because you're live on both your pages, aren't you?
I'm live on 4 pages right now. We're on YouTube, we're on the Supernatural page, and we're on 2 Facebook pages. Right? Just because the more the merrier, John. The more the merrier.
Okay. It's whatever page that person's on, there must be subtitles automatically turned on. And I think it is on the Supernatural, yes, because I've just found it. Look, I'm seeing myself with subtitles. Oh my God, it's picking me up.
It's who?
Let's try something. Folks, we'll tell you how to turn them off in a minute, but hold on. Right? Let's see how good Facebook is and see if they can pick this up. A Wallace's pet and an ing and a.
Uh-huh.
A Wallace's pet and an ing and a.
All right, let's see what it types up then, okay?
With some brown sass on the top.
We're having a Graham Norton moment, aren't we?
Yeah. I wonder how long the delay is. I bet it's about 30 seconds. We're just going to have to sit and watch this.
Ah, I see that the ones there do have it. Right, okay then. Actually, the subtitles haven't come up on the page with me there. Hang on.
Oh, well, I've got them. Look, don't you panic. Let's look and see if it's going to bring up a Wallace's pet. And
let's see. What's it going to say? It should be coming up. Here we go.
Here it comes. What's it talking about? Wireless things.
And the pain. Let's see what it takes to happen. Okay.
I think we've already said it by this point, have we?
We have said it. It said something about. Hang on.
So there we go. Anyway, folks, if you want to turn these off,
Okay.
you can do it by. Let me see. Oh, where's the button gone to do it? Ah, there it is. Touch your screen, and up the top here, you see there's 3 little dots. Touch those 3 little dots, and then go down to closed, turn off. No, closed captions, I think it's called. Put that off. Yeah, there you go. They've disappeared.
I don't have that in mine.
Disappeared.
Mind you, I'm an admin on the page, so I don't know whether
Yeah,
that's.
you won't see them. You just turn them off. Turn off closed captions. Perfect. So,
All right then. So have you got that, guys? Have you got that?
so I got some new cards the other day. These are called
really cool.
postcards from Spirit.
All right then, hit us with it. What have we got? What inspiration have we got in there?
Well, do you know, I thought they were going to be really, really good, and they've come and I think, no, they're not that. They're not all that, to be honest. They're a bit that. I like a card that's got a good bit of picture on it. These don't have any pictures. It's just a big, long, blinking story.
Well, that's disappointing because you can't just sit there. I take it they're not to read with. These are just for inspiration, a bit like having a little book, you know.
Yeah, I think they're just, you know, you pull a wee card and it's like a wee message, a wee postcard from the spirit world, which is really nice, you know, if you want to pull yourself one every sort of day, maybe for a month. And you get a wee message there, you know, thinking of you, we're always around you, you know, look at your inner self, it's telling you. So, I mean, it's quite nice, but...
It's like the mini angel card you used to get, where the really old ones, you know, the tiny, remember the tiny little pack, John? Have you got the little mini? Yeah. So you put them in a bowl, don't you? And the idea is that you just pick one in the morning, right, to give you that lift and inspiration for the day. So it's kind of like that, but you need a bloody big bowl for those ones by the look of it.
They are quite big. So I was quite disappointed with them because when you looked at them, when I bought them, they looked like they had pictures on them. And I mean, unless I'm blind as a blinking bat, but there is definitely no pictures on any of these.
No, they're just background kind of swirls and that and colours and what have you. Yeah. And so the writing, you actually really need to focus on the writing. There's too much writing on there, isn't there? It's like
too much writing. So they were a bit of a waste of money.
So they went like that, did they?
I wouldn't. Do not recommend these, folks. I wouldn't buy them. All right, if anybody wants to buy them, don't.
The box is actually quite cool. That's the thing.
The box is nice.
Yeah, it's all in the box.
I might get rid of them. We don't need them.
Okay.
Just the box.
I know.
We could put pens in it.
Exactly. Just think what you could put into nice fluffy pens and some Diamante pens in there, you know. Like really sparkly. And have you ordered more cards?
Yeah, I've got more coming.
Right, okay then. So we've got a backup plan.
Got a backup plan. Not that I need any more cards. I've got enough cards. I could probably start selling Hayes House them.
Could you? You're gonna. So instead of approaching Hay House to publish your work, you're actually going to approach them to see if they can buy the cards back off you that you've got.
Do you want to buy these back? Do you do a buyback scheme?
Yeah. Like, remember the lemonade bottles, John, that used to be able to take? Can you still do that?
Where's my pence token on the top of it to send it back?
That's it. Look, we look for things like that. We think that that's a real thing, don't we, up here?
That is a real thing, yeah.
I mean, it's a bit like so we could take that on to, you know, an all or nothing thing. Of it's a bit like the Prime Minister. Can we take them back if we don't like them? Right? Could be.
Yes.
Right. Look, I think we're just being overcautious as a country, right? We want to get rid of all this crap that's going on round about. But John, have you actually seen anybody that's you know had coronavirus or whatever, or seen body bag loads of them and stuff like that, like you're reading on the
No. Lara, I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed. That sounds awful. I mean,
Right, so if I just take you off the feed now, John, right?
I'm like, I keep reading things and I'm thinking to myself, and you know, I really thought it was a thing when it first came. I thought, oh my God, we're all going to get this corona and we're all going to start, like, I don't know, barking like chickens or something. You know what I mean? And then the more I've been reading and the more I've been seeing, more people have died of the common flu that's got a vaccine than what's actually died of corona that doesn't have a vaccine.
Or it struck me yesterday, right? And I'm totally there with you. It's like we get the flu, you know, every year. Then you get flu injections, right, that are based on what the last year's flu was like, right? So that you're immune to this year's flu, but this year's flu is evolved. Okay.
Yeah,
So it's
I think it's fucked up.
And you just need to look at, remember a while back when they were thinking that giving the MMR injection was causing autism and you know, stuff like that, you know, things to do with. Subsequently, my son that's Asperger's, he's now coming 21 this year. They told me he'd never live on his own in that. And he's living on his own down in Cardiff and he's got 2 jobs and he's studying, doing a degree, right? Mm-hmm. So just to let you know, I stopped him having the MMR until he was 4. I would get phone calls from the doctor. I would get mail shot letters, as I call it, continually, you know, hounding me because why? Because they get commission on it, because they've got another directive that we don't see. Okay. And he was still autistic anyway. Imagine if I gave him that injection and it was a thing, if I believed all that, you know, I would just have blamed it on that. But now I know he's just a unique, very awesome, very talented individual who's able, very empathic, but able to skip past the shit. Okay. It is an ability. But what say, John, I woke up with this yesterday and I was met with a little bit of silence from people when I said this, but I suddenly said to Ben, what if we just don't see it because we're on a different vibrational frequency, right? That actually all that horror is going on, but you've got to question things if you're there and you're not seeing it round about. There's 2 things, either we've been lied to or it's actually going on and we've shifted dimensional reality.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would love to know what everybody thinks here, right? This is a very in-depth conversation. It's not one that I would have with just anybody, but John's here. It's okay. We talk about anything. So we do.
Honestly, we do. We talk about anything. Half the time we don't even know what we're talking about. We're just talking about it.
Right. But then at some point, John, we get a moment of clarity when suddenly it aligns and we go, yeah, that's it. I don't know.
Figured it out.
We think about listen, but I tell you, whilst you all think about that, right? Also, we were talking before you came on, right? Because they were one girl's already lost half a stone since I read for her last week because you know I'm firm belief that if you shift the inner baggage, the outer baggage.
Put on about 10.
You have not. You can't bloody notice it for goodness sake. Honestly,
I still kind of fit in my jeans.
Is it bad? Can you get the button done up her?
Yeah. I've got to get.
But John, this is not vibing with you staying inside and that. You're a free spirit like me. We love to be able to just jump in the car and go off, right? When we get that feeling. And I don't know about you, but that's what's making me feel trapped right now. I can't just jump in the car and go and visit somebody or follow where that instance take me or go to the bloody crystal museum even down the road. It's the biggest, largest crystal collection in the world just to recharge my vibe, you know?
Yep. And instead, we're replacing it by food.
Yes. Well, what's your go-to food when you're like that? What, like, give us a kind of like how's it been at its worst?
Lara, I'm going to tell you now, everybody, honestly, my neighbours must think that I'm running a doss house. All right, they must think I am pimping my wife or something because I've got a man that knocks on my door every night with a bag in his hand, full of food. Every night. I'm phoning takeaways every night of the week at 9, 10 o'clock at night. I have my breakfast, I have my snack, I have brunch, then I have lunch, then I have a snack, then it's tea time, then I have a wee snack when the kids have their supper, then I phone my takeaway once they've gone to their bed, then I'm eating, I'm taking a wee snack to bed.
You're rewarding yourself with food for everything that you're doing because your inner system's struggling that hard in order to, I think you're feeling very imprisoned and contained right now. Yeah. And it's making you hungry. You're medicating that void in your life with food. I've been there. Right. I had to get myself in hand last week as well. Can I tell you that? Because I noticed I had 3 bags of utter rubbish of food. Like, John, it's the first thing I was seeing when I woke up in the morning. You know, when you wake up and they were lined up next to the bed. Right?
Yummy.
I mean, I'm like, really? You know, I'm all about the power of positive thinking. Lara, what's the first thing you're seeing when you wake up in the morning? Bags of crisps and chocolate. And no bloody wonder I was like getting away with myself.
Yep.
So I'm right there with you, definitely. There comes a point when it's like, you know, if somebody were to say to you, John, the lockdown's going to be off the end of May, June, you'd have something to aim for. But you see, nobody's telling you that, right? And so you're in this hovel, right, as you're talking about this hole, right, not being able to climb out of it. It's dark. One hand, it's security because it means that you don't really have to fulfill an awful lot. And on the other hand, it's like, actually, this is no good for you. We're poisoning ourselves with all this shit, right? And our bodies are responding. It's affecting your probably mental frame of mind, probably because, you know, of all that you're consuming during the day. It's not used to it.
I'm going to start a GoFundMe to send me on holiday.
Ah! That sounds like a good idea. Hey, we could do a GoFundMe and everybody could come here.
John does that many why am I talking about myself like a third person? I do that many readings every day of the week. Every week I help people, so I've decided I'm going to start a GoFund, help the helper, because if we didn't help them, we'll not be able to help it all once we're all back to normal.
That's right. It's an either or, isn't it?
Anybody.
Wow. I think probably, oh, Claire's on. Hello, I'm busy getting my new website and mag ready. There we go.
Oh, Claire, you should be on camera. Look at the state of me. I've even had a shave.
John's put 4 stone of takeaways on, right? He's not shaved. He's probably still in his PJs and just chucked the jumper on. It's all good, right? People want to see the natural, fly on the wall stuff because they want to feel better about it. They're not the only people sitting there doing this. We are there too. Honestly, most of the time I have my dressing gown tied around my waist and I just take it down and sit there and then I put it back up again. Miss you too, sweetheart.
I didn't even have a glass for my juice. I'm just drinking out a bottle.
Yep. You don't buy do you get the packs in the bottled water? Oh, I like bottled water. I can see you dragging your heels already when I said that. Look at that. I can see. Anyway, I was trying to say that we were talking about people learning, doing cards and doing, Claire and I were talking about running a psychic school, a psychic academy. And it occurred to us just before we came on, we could do like a virtual one, like a psychic school with all 3 of us, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, and they loved it. Right. It was just at that point that you said hello when you came on there. So I'm putting it to you now that it's something that we could think about, right? We're talking about this openly. All right. We're talking about this openly. If it's something you'd love to do, let us know. I'm going to get my cards out, do a couple of card readings as well in a wee minute. All right. So John can have a swig of his Coca-Cola there. Right. Look at him. He's already there. Oh, my God. So listen, I haven't even mentioned it once. Please like and follow, right? So that we can actually see your comments. And please share as much as you can. And while you're there, go to John's page and give him a wee follow as well and a like. And please share his page. And encourage him to do a live on his so that we can join him. That would be good.
Do you know something? I've got, so what have I got on my page? It's, what is it? 30,000 people on it. And every single day, because I normally, before lockdown, I'd be live every day, doing a little live for everybody. And I think since lockdown's happened, I think I've been live twice. I'm going to be honest. And I keep saying, honestly, I'm going to start on Monday. And then Monday comes and I think, just can't be bothered. I've got so much to do. I've got readings. I've got this, that, the next thing. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes and I'll think I'll do it. I need a kick up the backside to get live on my page again.
Guys, girls, all of you on there, please send the love to John, give him the encouragement. Right, John, what you could do, listen, you could go on your page after this. I'll join you if you want. right? So it's a flow. I find it's easier to do it if we're in a flow. And I think everything has probably orchestrated you to take you out your flow. That's why you're feeling like shit. Okay?
No, but I feel fine. It's just whenever I get to sit down to do anything, the kids come in and I think, oh my God, that's it. I've lost my train of thought. This is the longest I've went without one of the kids popping in. I was doing a reading yesterday and they came in. Could I get my 3-year-old to leave? No. He's like, I am going nowhere till I've said hello. So I had to let him come in and say hello to the person I was doing a reading for. And then he went toddling up.
Oh my goodness. Stubborn like his father. Here we go.
Yes.
Stubborn like his father. And do you know, there comes a point with your kids, John, and all of you are probably going to relate to this. When you're staring your mini me in the eye, there's that moment of clarity. God, that must be what it's like to actually come up and argue the fact with me. Right, we don't like it. We do not like it.
He's so like me. Even like Erna say to him, oh my God, you're your father's son. As for the oldest, is like definitely Ern.
Oh.
But the youngest is as stubborn as a mule like me. You say no, he just looks at you as if to say, you said no to me? Do you know who I am?
Exactly. That's you. And you can't help but laugh as well when you realise it's you. Tina, I've missed you too, sweetheart. Thank you for joining us today. Please like and share and follow and everything and go to John's page. Listen, I'm almost tempted to say let's hang up and go to your page now. But you're having too much fun, aren't you?
Here's what we'll do. Wait, I can't go on my page today because I've got
you've got
things
clients
on later on. Yeah.
You've got who?
Things on very soon. Readings.
I know. I recognise that language. That's why I went, oh yeah.
Couldn't get the word to it. I was like, oh, what is it? Readings. Let's do it tomorrow. Right? We'll make sure we're on my page tomorrow.
Yeah, you're better at easing into. So I'll go live. Have you got any clients on tomorrow at all? I've got a couple sort of mid-afternoon, but
I don't have anything tomorrow. No, I don't, because I kept the whole day free because my washing machine man was meant to be coming, but he came today.
Did your vacuum show up? The wee robot?
Not yet. I'm still waiting on it. Blooming, it's coming from Wish. It's a wish if it's here. It'll be a wish if it comes before June.
Oh, don't spoil it now. I love looking at Wish. Claire says it'll sort us out, but I'm not sure, Claire, what we're... Oh, the oils. Claire said the oil should be arriving today for you.
Oh, do you know what? I think the door just went.
Yeah. Do you want to go and run and have a look and I'll do a couple of...
BRB.
Okay, they'll be right back. Right, guys, let's see who's doing this. Some wonderful shade. Susan Milson, I'm coming to you. All right, and Claire's going to join us. Let's do a Facebook Live marathon tomorrow. Claire, John, and Lara between all the pages, right? It'll be great because we'll be sliding into it and sliding into another one. And then coming, doing the 3 basically back to back, because it's a bit like doing it in different houses, isn't it? Jude saying, hi, Lara and John, remember you said something needs to be said. It was something much deeper than my sexuality. Let's have a wee look. My healing crystal necklace came in the form of a pendulum. I discovered I can do pendulum readings. The thing has been said and well, and I'm moving for. Great. Oh, look at that. So Lara and John, remember when you said something needed to be said? She's found her voice by way of crystals and pendulums. Look at that. All right. So she's able to, and that's an important, cards aren't just a tool to read for people. They're a tool of self-discovery. Right, you learn so much about yourself with a set of these pendulums, crystals, all these tools that we use are a way of growth, aren't they? And to the next stage, in our lives and evolution and evolving as a human being and human spirit. All right, let's face it. Has it come yet? Had the oil?
No, it wasn't the postie. Well, it was the post. Well, no, it wasn't the postie. It was the next door neighbour who had mail here from a postie.
Right. Okay then. All right, okay. Oh, that's disappointing, isn't it? It'll probably be tomorrow. Susan Milsom, we've got a couple of cards here for you. John's just taking a wee swig of the old Coca-Cola there in the background. Look, he's attention. He's like, yeah, let's go. Right, Susan. Things are picking up, Susan, finally. All right. That's lovely. I do love that. I keep reminding myself to go and buy another one because mine seemed to have got binned a while back when I was moving house by mistake. It's just lovely. So it is.
It's nice.
It's a good tool of self-discovery, that as well, isn't it? You
Put my Coke in it.
right? Why not? It's called a Coke cup. No, that doesn't sound right. A Coke cup. That's not right. Take that back. Oh my God!
I wish I had a mute button.
Oh God! Right, moving on swiftly. We've got your productivity. It's about moving forward, about more financial income in the home that you're in. I've got redecoration with the property here, and I've got freshening up the walls, all right, which I have to say is probably the last thing any of us want to do right now when we're in lockdown, is actually get the paintbrush out. Although it probably makes sense, doesn't it? But no, we're not that straightforward. I've also got a woman in spirit. I've got a mum feeling where she's concerned as well. I feel like quite a tightness around my throat, I've got to say. So I feel a restriction in the breathing there. And I also feel like I wanted to claw, like she was given medication that she had a reaction to, because I feel like I want to claw my skin a little bit. Maybe a lot of fluid in the body, scratching, a lot of fluid. We can get dehydrated and get itchy as well at times. So it's like there's some sort of reaction in the fluid and the skin, and making it feel like there's stuff crawling all over. All right. And there's us talking about the Coke in the cup there as well. But sometimes when they give people, medication in hospitals, as you probably know, John, when you're connecting to them over there, is that they can have some adverse reactions, right? They might cure one thing, but in actual fact, they give you some terrible symptoms. But anyway, she seems great in herself. She's just got a residual memory of this. And I've got to say that she's in good spirits. That's all I want to say. So, Susan, thank you so much for sharing. And Jude, thanks for sharing that with us about the pendulum as well. All right, that's great. It's great to hear these stories. A lot of good comments, John, about doing a psychic school online as well. All right, which is good. And I think between the three of us, I think that would go pretty damn well. Look, Lara and John, I so owe you a massive thank you for your reading. There we go. Oh, do you know that just makes it? Oh God, here we go. Why is Stephanie calling me?
Stephanie's calling. Let's see if it's
Never called me.
Oh,
I think she's done it by
mistake.
I answered it and hung up. But yeah, well, the reason why I know that is Stephanie's very hard of hearing, so we never speak on the phone. That's why I think it's an accident. It's not the first time it happened yet. It's not the first time. So that's good. So no, sounds brilliant, Lara and Claire and John. That's Shannon Stewart said that as well. Let's have a wee look down here. I was telling them that's right. When you were away, I was saying we could do a 3-page marathon tomorrow, half an hour on each other's page, actually just going from one, sliding in there to another one and into another one. I think that would be great.
Perfect.
Right, because it would be like going to have a cup of tea in 3 different houses. Something that we can't do right now, I know. So we could do one.
Idea.
Yeah, it's definitely.
We need to do a group one where we just post a link on all our pages, like with Google Meet or something, and just a chat like this where we're chatting and gabbing, but everybody else could get involved in the chat and the gabbing, not necessarily our readings, but whether it's talking about Ouija boards and we're all flashing our boards or flashing our pendulums.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Oh, here's the Ouija board coming out again. Do you know what's insulting is they call it? Oh, I like that. Wow.
That's my one.
That's some wand you've got there, John.
That's my pendulum.
You have to watch the language is getting a bit thingy. Have you got a big crystal collection? I know everybody that's just joined in is probably going to think, what the hell is she talking about? Because that sounds a bit dodgy as well. But have you got a big crystal collection?
I used to. I used to have big churches, but I don't anymore. I don't have them. When we moved house, some of them got broke. And then because they were getting broke, I was like, right, you take that to your house to keep it safe. And I never ever got any of them back. So I don't have any. So
basically, they fostered, without your knowledge, the crystals and that, didn't they? They stole them.
They just I wouldn't say stole. I would just say went to help somebody else.
Yeah, I did that. I used to have a newspaper, John, called The Psychic Voice. I don't know if you ever remember The Psychic Voice. It's like the psychic news, but it was run by the Scottish Spiritual Church. Well, and I bought that. and I changed 4 of the pages colour, won national distribution in WH Smith's, but they wanted 54 grand to put it in their WH Smith's in the place as a psychic voice, right? Long long story short, right? As the owner and editor of that newspaper, I got sent hundreds of books, like every month. So I ended up with the biggest collection of books I know, and I love the smell of books. You know, it's like this, right?
Yeah.
And like crystals, I would give them to people who I felt that they would benefit from that. I got them free anyway. You know, I just had to write up the reviews and stuff. But I loved that. It was great. And, you know, this big collection. There's no point in having a collection if you can't share it with other people.
No, I mean, I do miss we had 2 big amethyst churches at either side of our bed that sat on the units. I did like those. I don't even know who I gave them to, but I don't have them now. And you kind of notice it now that I'm thinking about it, since I've moved in this house, yeah, I get a good night's sleep, but not as good as what I did when I had my big churches. I'm going to have to go and spend money. I'm going to have to go and buy some.
I think it's reminding you, isn't it, that in actual fact, John, you've left yourself a bit naked with some of your stuff, right? You actually thrive vibe-wise, you know, from all this different stuff. So it's awakening that part of you. Just to show you my little credit compared to yours. Go on, give it a dangle. Put the crystal up, like John's crystal in mine. Like sometimes, I'm feeling a bit like I'm in the poor relation category. Can I just say that?
Mine is broken. I've no end on it anymore.
Oh shit!
And I keep having to like join it back together here. Oh,
yeah. No, I can see. Yeah, it actually looks like it's too heavy for the supporting chain, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh god, look at the colour of it. Is it?
Yeah. I'm impressed with it. I love it because it's a good combination of lots of different crystals and minerals there. That's amazing.
But it's nice. It's got, I guess, a good swing when it's going.
A good swing. Listen, that's what I'm saying. If anybody listening to this right now and didn't know what we were talking about, they'd be like, "What the hell?" I'm
looking, I got a gift sent through the door just the other day from a fan. I'm not someone to wear badges, but I tend to, like, if I'm doing a show or something, you know, I'll wear like a little pin badge sometimes. And look at these little pin badges.
Oh, I like that. Wow. Where did you get that?
I don't know. They came, someone sent them from
the wall. That's incredible. How creative is that? You just, God, going back even 5 years ago, you just wouldn't get anything like that. That looks like that would make an amazing if you had 2 of them for cufflinks, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So I'm going to wear them on my suit. You know, I can wear a different one when I'm back doing like shows and that again. But yeah, it's one of my little fans from my page sent me those. Well, I got something else sent through the other day, and I'm trying to think where I've put it. It's like it's a photo frame, but it's got a big angel on it. It's really nice. Actually, Erin got it.
I was going to say, it sounds like you've gone a bit Buyer Wild, right?
No, not me. This is people from my page that said these lovely things.
That's incredible. Yeah. What an honour to receive gifts, right, from people.
Yeah, I get flowers all the time. I love it.
Yes.
Because we always have fresh flowers in our kitchen. And I'll say to Erin, "Oh, we're going to have to go and buy flowers." And like in 2 days, like the next day, the door goes and here's a big bunch of flowers, and it's got like the thank you note on it, you know. And I'm like, God, I just said we need to go and buy flowers. I can't remember the last time I bought flowers for my kitchen. Because people just keep taking them.
Yep.
Actually, I'm saying they send them to me. Half the time they say to John and the beautiful wife.
Oh, I see. So in actual fact, they're actually for the wife, right? And they've just come to you.
They've just sort of put a note on it as if to say, well, John, we're thanking you, but really they're for Erin. We appreciate them more.
Right. So guys, if you feel inclined, John collects tarot cards. He loves tarot cards. He likes to extend his set, right? Crystals, he's needing new crystals. Right, we're flowered out at the moment, okay, because he's never sure whether they're for him or for the wife, and he just needs a little bit of love.
He likes to extend his set.
I know. Did I say that? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm right. I'm just going through to the room, and if you hear a bang, right, I've just shot myself. Right, Listen, I'll tell you what. We're starting to. Have you watched Peaky Blinders?
I've seen little bits of it. Yeah.
Right. Well, I was body swerving it for about 8 months. My third son, he's like, "Go watch that, Mum. It's really good. The story's really well weaved and all the rest of it. And it expands all the time. You know, it's not like one of these dead end, things." Watched a few minutes of the first one. I thought, "Oh, it looks really dark. And, it's violent like that." Anyway, we'd run out of things to watch. That's what this lockdown's done, John, right? Run out of things to watch, right? So I thought, there's nothing else for it. I'm going to have to watch it. Well, I'll tell you what, we're nearly through the end of season 2, and it's brilliant. Like, once you get past the accents and stuff, it is very, very. So if you're looking for something to watch, I would recommend that and persevere with it for the first couple of episodes.
I've been, me and Erin have been revisiting our youth with the TV because, like everybody else, we have exhausted Netflix. Yeah. We have exhausted Disney Plus. We've exhausted Lumen Hula Hula, or whatever you want to call it. Amazon Prime, well...
I don't know that one. That sounds interesting.
I think it's green. But Hula Hula... Amazon Prime, well, we've had that so long. They've never brought anything new out. It's just still the blinking same. But we've now moved on to revisiting our youth. We are watching WWE wrestling.
Really? Have you watched the film with the girl that was the world fighter, of that, the WWF? Oh, what's it called? Me and My Family, is it?
Haven't seen it, no.
I'm going to get the title off, but you're in that phase, right? This is a great film to watch, right? Because it's about WWF, but she's a female doing it.
Right. Well, we paid to join the WWE network so we could watch all the old shows. So I've been watching things like WrestleMania 1.
Wow.
Hulk Hogan's in it and The Undertaker.
Oh, Hulk Hogan, yeah.
That's what we've been doing. It's been great.
Well, I used to watch Hulk Hogan in the reality show, right? Him and the wife and the family, and that was fascinating. I loved it.
Yeah. Well, that's it. We've just been going for it. We've just been reliving the youth, watching a bit of wrestling.
Well, good for you. Pat's recommending Outlander.
Yes,
that's
one of
Erin's.
Erin's cousin wrote all the theme music for that, or played all the theme music. It's something for it.
Well, Ruth says her mother loves WWF, but I'm still trying to get over. She wrote the music for Outlander. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Such a popular series, by the sounds of it. There's a few people recommending it. Beth Sibling said Bret the Hitman is her favourite.
That's it. Bret the Hitman Hart. I used to like Jake the Snake and the Bushwhackers.
I'm still recovering from my son said, "Oh, you've got to watch this guy, right, with the dodgy blonde hair and the roots, right? I can't remember his name, but he has like a zoo, or he has lions and stuff, right?" What's it? I'm still traumatized to have that. Honestly, I'm like, I can't take him seriously at all.
Do you know what? I haven't watched it.
Right.
People keep saying to me, "John, you need to watch it." Because I keep going, "Who's bloody Carl Baskin?" I'm fed up hearing about Carl blinking Baskin. Did she get whacked? Did she get fed? What happened to Carl Baskin? Who is Carl Baskin? And they keep going to me, "John, you need to watch this. You will love it. You will just laugh from start to end, and you'll be uncontrollable." And I'm like, I don't want to watch it. The guy looks stupid enough as it is.
Exactly. I'm struggling, and I'm not a visual person, but I'm struggling with this one. I think he's. I mean, who's let him film like that with that dodgy hair and the roots? I'm a hairdresser's daughter, for Christ's sake, right? It's just nobody walks around like that normally.
We can't even say it was due to lockdown because it was filmed before lockdown.
So this is it. He's run out of excuses. I put up what Marta says. There's some nice old movies on Filmhouse, all right, which is good. Mm-hmm. I was brought up in the day, John, I don't know if you remember. Of course you remember Big Daddy and Giant Haystack. Right, every Saturday, right? I just loved going round to my grandfather's house because he would be watching
That's
that.
right.
You too. I don't. I mean,
We used to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning to watch like the big wrestling matches.
that's right. Yeah. I mean, who would have thought? Look, there's John and I. Right, we're mediums, and we were raised right on giant haystacks and Big Daddy and all the wrestling and stuff. Right, which is just something you'd never think, would it? That's carved us, John. It's carved us.
It's because we watched the WWF.
WWF. Yeah, I don't know why. Why did we get so fixated on that? I wonder. Was it the whole drama and the whole personalities they had? Because let's be honest, they were the original. They brought personality into the ring, right? And everybody bought suit from that, didn't they? Right? They made wrestling cool.
They did. I mean, the ones now, you look at them and you think, my God, my 5-year-old son's got more muscle.
Oh.
More personality.
Oh. Chantel Claire said, do TikToks. She reckons John's already on TikTok.
TikTok. Hit me up on the old TikTok. I love doing a good TikTok, fella.
Really?
What do you call it?
I don't know.
I do TikTok lives.
You do TikTok film, because I'm not au fait with TikTok, right? So you do TikTok lives and TikTok films, right? So the films you can watch and they're quite funny, are they?
I just do stupid things. Yeah, I'm like,
Well, I saw one that you put up this morning about this woman with all the bags and that going in and out the door. Like, and I'm like, shit, that's actually me on a daily basis, that withering all over the place. And
I'm a good TikTok me. I even get Erin involved. Like, I've turned her into a horse on TikTok. I made her be a unicorn. Yeah.
did you?
TikTok.
Right, and get into the personal life. That's a bit no. You spookily look too much like you were in that role there. Honestly, I had to turn my head. Right, so we should go. Oh yeah, Bernadette. Oh yeah, me too. Big Daddy, etc. Part of my childhood. Thanks, Bernadette. Of course it was. We never pay attention to these things. Everybody's talking about all the WWF and all the big hype now. But let's go. If it weren't for giant haystacks and Big Daddy, would we have that? Oh.
TikTok.
Good God, John, you got quite a following in there.
1,212.
Saturday shows. Andrea says, go onto YouTube and watch You Bet before health and safety was a thing. That would be. I think I'm going to follow that up, Andrea. Definitely.
Are you not on TikTok, Lara?
Do you know, I made an account after you mentioned it right back like a couple of months ago, but I've never done anything on it. I'm still giving Periscope the old white of the eyes as well. I've got no followers, right? And I think, well, what's the point? What is the point of TikTok?
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't get Twitter. I don't understand it, Twitter.
No. Like Ben, he does all the spiritual stuff, the conspiracy stuff, but also he loves to watch Dawn live every night from the White House, right? Jesus, if Dawn hasn't been live by 11 p.m., he starts to pace, right? He's not settled. So and then, God, never mind when he talks about Mike and Kev and all the rest of it, as well. Dawn, he's actually, he's quite funny. Dawn doesn't care. He just says it. He just comes right out and says it. So I don't follow him, but I actually have got used to hearing his voice. What have you got?
I've got Twitter. I've got 992 followers. Don't know where it came from.
Well, Ben, he's just past the 300 mark. He's only been going which is great. But he says, I can see how it makes you feel, But John, do you put Twitters on there? Do you actually do that on a daily basis, or?
No. Whatever I put on my Facebook page, I think goes on to my Twitter page. And it goes on automatically.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I had to set it up because I don't know. People reply to me on Twitter. I didn't even know how to reply to them. I didn't even know it was called Twitter. I thought it was called Twatter. Lara, I used to stand up in my shows and I'd be like that at the end of it. Make sure you like me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and everybody would laugh at it.
You did not see that. Holy shit, Batman. I mean, it's what
now I just call it
We don't ever talk about that ever again, John. We never talk about it. Oh my God. Andrea says ditto. Donald saying China and 42. I know I'm nervous about China, I've got to say. When Ben says, what do you think? After that, so I'm personally, as each day is going on, I'm now getting even more worried about China. And Russia, for Christ's sake. Nobody's heard a peep from Russia, for Christ knows how long. What the hell is going on there? Exactly. Different dimensional reality. Okay.
We need to get them all on Twitter.
Maybe that's the idea for a new app, right? Twitter
and Twitbook.
Yeah, but it's in Scotland. A twat means something different to what other people think twat means.
Does it? I mean, a twat to me is just a twat, like a silly person.
Twat's an idiot, isn't it? It's an idiot. You're a twat.
An idiot.
Right, you just twigged, didn't you? Yeah. Right.
Right. Other people think it's a.
Yes. Right. I know. This is when we go beep beep beep. Over like we can't subtitle that part. Right. So we're going out on the supernatural page, have the word twatter come up, and everybody's going to look at it and think, oh my God. Yeah.
But do you know how many times I've gave readings to people in America and other parts of the world, and I say a word and they burst out laughing at you, and you think, what are you laughing at? And they're like, do you know what that means? And then they tell you, and you're like, oh, well, that's not what it means here.
Exactly. Like over there, but they go, I'm just about to take my pants off, and you're like, huh?
What's your life with me, I know.
And I'm like, they're talking about their trousers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so for a while, that was very concerning for me. Everybody was away taking their pants off, you know.
Yeah. Or they're going to sit on their fanny. I'd be like that. You keep your fanny where it is, love. I'll tell you a funny story about that, actually. So you've probably had this, right? Now, as a medium, there's words that you think, God, I hope this never ever comes out my mouth when I'm doing a reading, right? And for me, mine's have always been, I don't do names, all right? Spirit never give me their name, and I like it that they would rather describe themselves to me. They'll tell me how they are, what they look like, how they passed, all that jazz, all right? And I always say to them, because if I get a name, I'll say it, all right? I say, God, do you know what I would hate? If somebody from Spirit come in and they were like, John, all you've got to say is I'm Auntie Fanny, and for me to say, right, I've got a fanny here, can anybody take it?
That's not good. Well, like for us, it's like Willie. We've got a Willie here.
I actually stood in a church and I had no idea who this lady was for that came forward from Spirit, and I don't throw messages out. I just don't do it. I had to throw it out. I had to be like, can anybody understand a fanny? Because I have got a fanny standing beside me. I realised what I said.
People that are literal would immediately have gone to.
By this point, I've looked up and thought, oh, I've just said that, and crumbled. It took me about half an hour to actually stop laughing and get myself back up and be able to stand in front of people. I made it worse. It was an SNU church.
Not an SNU. I'm surprised you weren't chucked out and just.
I've never been back.
They've never invited you back. Oh my! For those of you that don't understand, right, the SNU church are really strict, right? Painfully, they've never grown with the times, either. No. Right, you need to do years of training to be a medium, and you need to be chaperoned as well. You have, yeah.
And you never ever go directly to a contact. You've always got to throw it out. What's that all about?
Exactly. When I showed up at Stansted, John, right, and there was all these the 50 mediums from all around the world. I'd switched class because I was trying to do the physical mediumship, but the trainer there had gone off sick, so I switched to the mental mediumship one. I was the only one in the room that did direct mediumship. Didn't help that I went up last to do it. So everybody was just open mouth. you get that reaction when you're direct like us. And I think the Scottish accent, probably in the delivery of being direct, sometimes is a bit of an Achilles heel, isn't it? Ask us to go indirect, and it's like if you're right-handed, suddenly we've got to write with our left hand, and it didn't go well.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
But you want them,
They
and
were
you stand up.
direct, and they were from America, Australia, and the realization that probably is very rare. About maybe 1 in about 200 mediums maybe will be a direct medium. It's really that rare.
But I just find it really bizarre that you could stand up in front of 200 people and say, I have a lady here that passed with cancer. Who could understand that?
Yeah, I feel like that about names when they say I've got a Margaret here and about 40 hands go up, and I'm like,
I could think of nothing going on. I would start panicking. I'd be like,
exactly. Now, did you learn to be direct like that? Did you learn to be direct, or was it an automatic thing?
I just knew. I never had to train to go direct. I would just look, and I knew who the person that I was connecting with wanted to talk to. And don't get me wrong, there's times where I could be saying, right, I'm coming to yourself, and then I'll be talking to the person, and I'm like, God, this doesn't feel right. And I'll say to someone maybe next time, I'll say, can you just say hello to me? And that person will say hello. And I'm like, I'm not where you live, I'm with this lady here. So, you know, I know when I'm not with the right person because the vibration feels wrong. And then I get that voice from someone who I think it's them. And then it's like, boom, the connection's there. I'm like, that's it. But yeah, I never trained to do it. I've just always, I don't know, I've just looked at people and thought, well, no, this person's for you.
Exactly. Right. You wouldn't go to somebody's house for a cup of tea and not know which house you were going to. Right. And I think in Scotland that if we show us a tea room, like, right, and we'll be able to find it like a needle in a haystack. Like, you know, a food place, won't we? We would find it. I don't know if it's a very primitive thing within us, but I tell you what, we don't get that wrong, or an eating place or a restaurant. Have you noticed that? Right? We just straight there. Yeah. Absolutely. Now, I put that up about Pat Taylor before, didn't I? We were saying about planes from Lossiemouth had to scramble to monitor Russian planes in our airspace. We are in where we stay, right? We get a lot of low-flying jets. We've got a base not far away. They do a lot of practicing and stuff. Ben's been out there the last few months, Pat, can I just say, and he's seen some suspicious activity in the sky because he's got an app that he can actually like hold it up and it'll tell you what flights that have permission to fly in the space. And over the last couple of nights, he's seen 3 planes that have not been on the permission schedule.
See, there's an app for that, folks.
There's an app. Pat, you need to download the app. Honest to God. I'm like, I come out the back, right, because he was putting the dog.
You can't work the washing machine, but don't worry. There's an app that can find the planes.
It's like this in the dark. I thought, oh, he must be using that. Have you seen that Star program you can get? You know, it plays the music, you hold it up, the constellations. Amazing app, by the way. One of the oldest apps I know, and it still never ceases to amaze me. You know, just the whole, it's incredible. But there's one for planes now. So there he was, right, and he's checking on the planes. I'm like, when did that happen? I've thoroughly enjoyed this, honestly, John. I'm going to show. Do you know what? Because it's 4 o'clock. I'm sitting here with my lunch and I've never eaten it. Right, I'm going to go off because I've got a couple of calls to do later on. Thoroughly enjoyed this, though. I'm looking forward. We're saying to everybody, I'm going to come on tomorrow. Like what's my client's schedule? If your client's at the beginning of the afternoon or the end?
Mine are. Let me double check. Mine are in the morning.
Yours in the morning. Mine are, I think, 12:30 and 2 o'clock. So say the back of 3 o'clock, right, is I'll go live. So just to give you a rough idea, don't give yourself too much pressure, John. All right. And when you see me go live and that, you just come sailing in and then we'll just, you know, like in flow, we'll do our thing. And I'll give Claire the heads up as well. I'm looking to coming back on anyway to do some readings because I do know that some of you were looking for just the odd bit of here and there. Yep. And we got sidetracked again. Right.
Again. The worst part, I had cards out.
Oh, you had cards. I know. Do you want to do a couple, do you?
No, you can do them later.
I'll do it, thanks.
Do you know what? People sometimes look in and they'll go, oh, psychics, yeah. give me a reading now, and the psychic will go, yeah, no problem. I'm like the total opposite. They're like, oh, you're a psychic, John. Go and pull me a few cards. I'm like, fuck off, go and pull your own cards.
Yeah, a bit of rebellion. See, that's the thing. Doing it to demand doesn't really work for us,
No.
right? There's more pressure. That's why it annoys me if I'm in the middle of a reading and somebody goes, oh, what's her name? I'm like, no. Right. If I'm just allowed to get there, I'll get it. But if somebody immediately, it's like a logical upload, the other part of my brain goes, yeah, let's really focus on this. Are you the same? Yeah.
Yeah, you could imagine I've got a tall man here, and then I'll go, oh, he's 6'4".
Right.
Well, I hadn't finished my sentence yet. I got he was a tall man. Don't talk whilst I'm speaking.
Do you know, it's really weird, but your connection went really funny there as well. So only you sounded like Freddie Starr on the microphone, you know, like with it quite randomly, and you've been fine up till that point, yeah.
I actually got this cool thing because the kids have been annoying me in the background, right? So I got this like program you got on a computer, and it's called Crisp. And it takes out all the background noise. Seemingly, I could like do loads of things with this app on, and you won't hear it. You'll just hear my voice.
That's incredible.
Don't know how to switch off, but we can try.
Yeah, I can't hear you now. Oh, there you are. I know. Right, okay.
I don't know how to get to the settings. Oh, wait, right. So I need to change my microphone to...
You sound like Freddie Starr.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, it's not. Maybe it doesn't work in a streaming capacity, does it?
Can you hear this cup? Do you hear that in the background?
No, you're right. I can't hear it. You're right. Yay!
You really can't hear that? You can't hear it at all?
No.
How amazing is that?
Oh my God, you could have the kids. So that would drown the kids. Nat can't hear it.
How cool is that? But you could hear my voice.
I could hear your voice, although the voice to begin with is a bit in and out, but then it picks it up. Fine. But definitely can't hear the China in that. No. Pat wants to know what the app's called.
It's called Crisp.
Crisp.
Yeah, let me you download it on your computer as in KRISP.
Like Crisp. Like the racehorse Crisp that won the Grand National. Crisp. Right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, Crisp. And it's audio thing. So it's like great for all your stuff.
Very good. We're impressed. Gail says you're lagging.
I'm possibly lagging.
You're lagging now. You're flagging more like. Right, we're going to say bye-bye to everybody. We're going anyway, unless your parcels are showing up and it's a van outside, is it?
Oh.
Not yet. Maybe tomorrow we'll have his vacuum cleaner from Wish. And the oils from Claire. Yeah.
Trust.
I know. Guys, thank you so much for showing up. Chantel, Donna's on still. Gail McGowan, Norma's there. She said to tell her, send her love to you. Pat, Taylor, Ruth Townsend, Chantel, I think I've mentioned as well. It's good to see. And Lorna Jones too. I'm going to try and be back on about 8:30 tonight, guys, just to do a quick half-an-hour reading. I've got a couple of clients in the evening. So I look forward to seeing you then. We all look forward to seeing you tomorrow. We're going to make it a little bit of a mystery tour, aren't we, tomorrow? Through the
marathon.
Yeah. A marathon sounds like hard work, doesn't it? I think like a mystery tour. Okay.
It's a mystery tour, yes.
That'd be good. But thanks for coming on, John. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Enjoy the chats. I think everybody there has enjoyed them too. Pat says this has been brilliant. Yeah, Pat Taylor, been brilliant. This has been brilliant. Norma, they've all loved it. And they all send their love. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.